Hey everyone, welcome to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil Laird.
Harron.
Back with another emergency trailer reaction. This time we gathered because we had a trailer drop for the upcoming new Guillermo Del Toro feature, which is always exciting. And this one is called The Shape of Water. So I don't know anything about this. I haven't even heard anything about it pre-production wise. What about you?
Yeah, I haven't heard too much about it other than Michael Shannon's in it.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
General's up.
Yeah, I'm not the hugest Michael Shannon fan.
I'm actually a pretty good. I like him a lot. So.
He was all over the place in Man of Steel, but
yeah,
anyway.
well, that was his worst role. Yeah, so.
So before we watch this, you guys just keep in mind that again, because we've had copyright issues, we might need to cut parts of this trailer out. So make sure you go and watch it first, and then come back and watch it here. Or watch our reactions to it, or watch us discuss it afterwards if I have to cut it out, because who knows, there's been a lot of songs and trailers recently that I've had to chop, or just outright, copyright hits for the trailer, so might need to, cut part of that out, and then we'll do a little bit of a breakdown afterwards, so let's get to it. Alright, so here we go, in 3, 2, 1, Shape of Water.
Yeah?
Mute, sir. She can hear you.
You may think that thing looks human. Stands on 2 legs, right?
What?
But
okay, so clearly not much by way of horror, just a little bit. But it appears to deal with a classic horror monster, the creature.
Yeah.
So what did you think of it, though, Dirk?
It looks good. It's more of like a love story. It seems like this cleaning lady that bonds with Abe Sapien.
Yeah,
from Hellboy.
Really. He actually looks a lot closer to the original Creature of the Black Lagoon design than he does to Abe Sapien, but I didn't realize it was going to be like a love story, though. I don't know what to think about that. It strikes an inherently strange chord in a lot of people, I think, and I might be one of them, because I mean, there's a fine line between love and interspecies bestiality borderline stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but I get what they're going for, and I get that it's not meant to represent, I guess, real love, but then at times it looks like it is when they're. And I think the underwater kiss is actually it breathing air into her, probably. Yeah. But nonetheless, it's kind of.
But it looks like she's got like powers too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't notice that before. So anyway, the overall aesthetic though is awesome. Guillermo once again somehow manages to make it feel like a fantasy, even though it's set in real life. I don't know. What do you think of the aesthetic of the trailer?
Yeah, I like that. It takes place like probably in the, I'd say like the 40s, 30s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so, he's always done like his movies are so visually stunning as well, and usually it has something to do with a monster. So
yeah,
or a ghost or something like that. But I know that he hasn't been able to get these big budget movies that he's been wanting to do off the ground, and so he's been doing these like kind of lower budget films like Crimson Peak, which was another kind of love story,
right,
gothic movie, melodrama, but and I thought that was kind of like his probably his worst film.
Yeah, I was not a fan of Crimson Peak at all. I mean, again, it was beautiful to look at, but it was just boring as hell and unsatisfying, in my opinion.
So,
well, let's do a little bit of a breakdown here. So, we get floating house. So this is her dream, I guess, right? I mean,
yeah,
she's got to be dreaming about this after she's, what would it be like to be in his world? That sort of thing. And good cleaning bathrooms, and then you get a glimpse at this inner chamber. And I was like, oh, it might be a horror movie after all. There's something in the tank.
Yeah.
And you can see, it's cool. It's the creature hand for sure. So that'll be the introduction, most likely. Yeah, and there's Michael Shannon. He looks like he's good. He's always good in his hard ass roles because that's what he comes across as.
He was great in Boardwalk Empire.
See, I didn't watch that show. Yeah.
There was another movie that he did called The Runaways, which was about the band The Runaways, and I thought he was great in that.
So let's take a look at the creature then. It's pretty cool how the eyes blink a couple, sideways, and then he looks pretty sweet, man.
He does look a lot like Ape Sapien, though.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a mixture. You're right.
So
are you not liking that then? You
well,
think
it's just that it's funny that he directed 2 Hellboy movies, and then now like this creature movie that he's doing right now looks a lot like a creature from a comic book that he adapted.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I do see what you mean, but at least he's doing something kind of different with it, but maybe not. Maybe he should have gone with something else first. I mean, I don't know.
I just think that it should have been a much different creature design and something not so similar to something that he's already done.
That's fair. I wonder, actually, it occurs to me, do you think this might have been the subplot of Hellboy 3? Abe Sapien falling in love with a new helper around the area?
I don't
around the
think
BPRD?
I don't think so.
I don't know, I'm just stretching, but who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, and she's teaching him stuff.
I didn't see Mike Mignola in the credits.
Oh, that's true. So. That's true. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's meant to be exactly that, but I don't know if it was just something that he was like, I want to run with that idea. So it gets out, and like you said, she's controlling the water a little bit. It seems like against the window there, and then I don't know what her prancing around is.
Maybe the monster is giving her powers, like
associated by proximity, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
So he tortures it, obviously, with the little cattle prod, and he finds the egg. So he's gonna know someone's trying to communicate with it or do something.
Or has been feeding it.
Yeah. She's trying to adjust the camera to hide that she's there. Again, I believe that's probably an air thing rather than a kiss thing.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I'm curious about is this him walking in on the creature from the Black Lagoon and being upset at the portrayal, I'm supposed to be a monster kind of thing. Because that would be probably not far off of the time, right?
Right.
All right. That's probably what that is. Beautiful shot, though, that he's just standing in the middle of a movie theater. It's kind of cool. All right. More of this. Some metamorphosis in a tub. Do you think she'll change to a creature? And do you think this is him getting shot also? Oops.
Well, or stabbed, or I don't know, maybe. Yeah, see, it looks like he's holding his hand.
Oh, yeah. Maybe the creature bit a finger off or something?
Yeah, maybe. And that doesn't look like blood either.
That might be creature blood, actually.
It might be creature blood.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was interested to stop there, but it doesn't look like a mortal wound necessarily, but it could be.
Well, there was a couple other shots where he's got, like, blood on his shirt.
Oh, okay.
So it seems like he maybe survived that.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. That's the trailer. I'm intrigued. Yeah. I'm not hopeful for it being super, scary or anything like that. Obviously, I was, with Guillermo, you always hope for something Pan's Labyrinthy.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get Crimson Peak. Apparently, twice in a row we get Crimson Peak. So I guess that is what it is. But like I said, I'm still interested. I'm not hating on it entirely. It does look different, but your criticisms are valid. It does look a lot like Abe Sapien, and it seems like well-trod territory for him.
Yeah.
So why go back to the well? Get it? But I don't know. Any final thoughts?
I'll watch anything, Guillermo, but I'm not as excited about this one as some of his past films. So.
Crimson Peak actually looked a little bit more interesting after only having watched the trailer than this one does, because it at least looked more up our alley, and then when I watched it, I was like, no. Anyway, hopefully that doesn't happen with this. Hopefully it's reversed with this one. But yeah, let us know in the comments down below what you guys thought of this. I'm really curious. Again, we acknowledge it's not very horror, but with Guillermo Del Toro, you don't know that going in, and it is a true trailer reaction. We hadn't watched it, so we didn't know. So we're still going to put it up, though, because it's still a valid... There's horror aspects to it.
Yeah,
so.
monster movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there you go. It's as simple as that. Boom. All right, so let us know what you guys think. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird.
Dirk Harron.
And remember, stay scared.